Animation has made a huge transformation over the past century. Believe it or not, one of the first animated shorts was created in 1892 by Charles-Émile Reynaud, who patented the Prexonoscope that was the first way to project animated films,
which borrowed the interchangeable action strips from the zoetrope. But he replaced the slits on the zoetrope with mirrors set edge to edge around a revolving center. Each individual picture on the outer rim is reflected on one of the mirrors. And here, with a charm that still enchants and delights us today, the images glide and flow along with a mysterious life of their own.
Animation has cemented itself in our culture from the first appearance of toons and the different styles we have developed over the decades. One huge step that improved the animation process was the shift from hand-drawn to cel animation, which allowed animators to put more time into the objects that moved, as they would never have to redraw the backgrounds. This was created by Earl Hurd and John Bray in 1915. Fast forward 13 years and one of the most memorable and earliest animated characters is created by Walt Disney. This was not the first animation to be developed, but is widely known as the first animation to incorporate synchronized sound. Unfortunately, in 1926, My Old Kentucky was released, which carries a lot of racist themes. When the TV became more popular and accessible to the public leading towards the 1950s, kids and families around the world would tune in to watch Tom and Jerry, which ran from 1940 to 1958 in the original Hanna-Barbera run, and was being streamed live on YouTube by fans until Warner Brothers began posting the old cartoons on their site.
I wish I could swim.
With Hanna-Barbera controlling the TV scene, Disney in the 1940s was releasing classic movies from Pinocchio, Fantasia, Dumbo, Bambi in such a short period of time. Not only creating their first full-length animated film Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs in 1938, in the same year Bugs Bunny was made. His first appearance was in Porky's Hare Hunt, when Porky Pig was an amalgamation of himself and Elmer Fudd. Bugs wasn't the first character of the Looney Tunes. There was a Mickey Mouse rip-off called Bosco, featuring Congo Jazz. He even went further and portrayed Donald Duck, created in 1934 as a Nazi, in the Duck-Taters.
Das war ein Befehl! Der Angriff Steiners war ein Befehl!
Looney Tunes first appeared on our television screens in 1955 to 1963, with different shows spanning the decade, still airing on Boomerang, which is owned by Warner Brothers. In the 1950s, Disney had released Alice in Wonderland using another animation technique called rotoscoping, where you would first film actors playing out the scene and then drawing over them afterwards. This was also used in Cinderella and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, paving the way for some more disturbing uses of the technique. The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. The most ambitious and recent examples I have seen of this is Loving Vincent, where every frame is a painting. America is not the only country to be inspired by animation. Japanese anime began to surge in 1963, with Astro Boy being one of the first to be a hit overseas, being the 10th best-selling manga with 100 million copies sold worldwide. Anime, especially today, has been adopted worldwide, with streaming services like Crunchyroll dedicated to the art form.
貴様の拳など顔どにも効かんわい。お前はもう死んでいる。何？もうは匠でギゼブ。
And with Studio Ghibli being founded in 1985, they would go on to release beautiful 2D animations, and like Disney, have continued to release critically acclaimed films through decades. Spirited Away is their top-grossing film, making $360 million worldwide.
You always get us lost.
From master filmmaker Hayao Miyazaki.
Scooby-Doo Where Are You ran for 2 years and has had numerous adaptations over the decades, which later in years would have inspired shows like Courage the Cowardly Dog.
We interrupt this program to bring you Courage the Cowardly Dog Show!
Grimm's Adventures with Billy and Mandy.
What is this nonsense? I can't believe I paid $6 for this!
Quiet! This is the best part!
That's it. I'm out of here.
This video is the biggest load of hoo-ha I've ever seen. Why do you insist we watch this stupid thing?
Am I I the only one who understands the complexities of this ambitious cinematic masterpiece? This movie isn't stupid! You're stupid!
Oh, Billy, why you gotta be like that?
Scooby-Doo having multiple TV shows, games and live action movies, with even one coming out this year. Another popular Hanna-Barbera show that ran in the 1970s was the Flintstones, something that shows the passage of time as this advert here.
How's about taking a nap? I got a better idea. Let's take a Winston break. That's it! Winston is the one filter cigarette that delivers flavor 20 times a pack.
My Little Pony Dreamcast.
It's here, the G.I. Joe collection.
In the 80s, cartoons were starting to be made to sell toys with the boom of Star Wars and how much they were making from action figures.
Darth Vader got away! Force is with me! Luke Skywalker wins again!
Toys like He-Man were put on the shelves with an animated feature playing along with them. Other shows like Transformers, Care Bears, G.I. Joe and My Little Pony were also part of this, and some even being very popular shows like Transformers, which has had 22 different shows, 7 live action adaptations, each grossing between 300 to 400 million, except the last few installments. This would be a continuing theme on why cartoons were made. In 1987, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was released as a 3-part miniseries, being played twice a day. Once the show had gained a quick following in 1988, the plans for TMNT toys went ahead. Some of these toys are now worth thousands of dollars.
For the last 14 years, 26-year-old Michelle Ivy has dedicated her life to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Meaning the end of the 80s animation would not be looked at the same again. With The Simpsons bridging the gap between child and adult humour. The Simpsons is the longest running American TV show, spanning over 3 decades with a total of 673 episodes, 1 movie and a multitude of games spanning across platforms. Even some like The Simpsons Hit and Run, which is seen as a classic from the PS2 era. In the 1990s we see an explosion of different animated series made from different ages, like Beavis and Butthead, Ed, Edd n Eddy, South Park, Batman the Animated Series, Arthur, and another character that has stood the test of time, constantly being referenced.
Are you ready, kids? Aye, Captain! I can hear you!
The golden age of Nickelodeon was considered to be 1985 to 1996. They were initially incapable of producing popular shows until 1990, when they released Rugrats, Doug and The Ren and Stimpy Show under the Nicktoons banner.
Hey kid, you want a toy?
Uh-huh.
How about a bike?
No.
A video game?
No!
Well, okay. You pick a toy.
I want...
In 1999, Nickelodeon released their first feature film, the Rugrats movie, grossing 140 million, being the first to surpass Disney, and in May that year, SpongeBob started airing on Nicktoons, becoming the most popular show on the network, still airing today. With multiple games and 3 movies, rumours of the show's cancellation floated around in 2016, but when you have a character whose movies are grossing 100 million plus, making SpongeBob a money-making powerhouse in the animated industry.
I'm a goofy goober!
What's happening? Huh? His dance moves are impressive, but I'm in control. Seize him!
I've been freed!
What?